Go live. Oh, there's my live. What do you know? All right. Let's see. We are live on Instagram. We are live on Twitch, and we are live on YouTube. And Twitter wants me to upgrade to a premium subscription in order to go live on there. So obviously that ain't happening. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. And no one is in the room yet, but for those of you that will watch the rebroadcast, here we go. We're not gonna just mess around. We're gonna go ahead and start the show. So first, I want to introduce Jay the Professor, once again, a fellow YouTuber. He was on 2 weeks ago, our last show, and he's back again. So say what's up to everyone, Jay the Professor.
What's going on, everybody? This is Jay the Professor here, ready to shoot some content and look at some foolery today.
Yeah, so today we got some doozies. We're going to keep the same format that we did our first live. This is episode 2 of the Wednesday night live show, and we will be on every Wednesday at 8:30 Eastern, except for holidays. So we will not be on, I believe Christmas Day is on Wednesday, so obviously we won't be on Christmas Day or New Year's Day, but after that we will continue to be live every Wednesday at 8:30. So today we are going to go over some dating fails. We're going to kick up a little dust. We're going to then dig for goals. Then we're going to make a visit to the Thoughtorama. We're going to listen to some wise women speak, and then we are going to play a couple troll games. So that is going to be the format for tonight's live. So without further ado, let's get into the dating fails. Now, Jay, I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever been flubbed?
Have I ever been what?
Flubbed.
Flub. Could you? I've never heard of that term. What is flub?
So, just for the audience, flubbing, you know what? There is a young lady that's going to explain what flubbing is better than what I can tell you. So, give me 1 second.
All right.
As I show you. All right. Can you see this okay?
Perfect.
Oh, there we go. That's even better. All right.
The date to go. Our plan was to go and see Gladiator, go see a movie and have a good time. And while we were sitting across from each other, my date decided that this is what he wanted to do. Mind you, I am dressed up.
You look good.
I'm here for the date. I'm ready for conversation. And he hit me with one of these. He put his earpiece in, one of them, and then he was like doing this with his phone. And here's the deal. I did not go off because I was like, there could be a work issue.
Yeah.
It could be something about, someone's texting.
Sure.
But I realized I looked over and this person was just on their social media. Just scrolling through.
So that's a deal breaker. Done.
So what I did was I laid into this person verbally. I will not repeat what I said to them, but I expressed how I was very disappointed and pissed off for being here. I'm like, I'm here. We made plans and you have a person sitting across from you, but you are so locked into nothing on your phone. And I'm like, you know what? We have plans to go see a movie and I'm over it. I'm not doing it.
I get it.
Listen, I'm all for it. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm sick and tired of walking down the street and having to move out of the way of everybody who just thinks it's more important for them to stare at their phones than to actually look up and see where they're going.
I will
put the phone down.
So, just so you know, that is flubbing.
Ooh.
What are your thoughts?
Wow. I mean, I've heard of those scenarios, but I've never actually experienced that. Usually, most dates, they're very interactive and very engaged. But that right there, wow.
Have you done it? But have you done it to a woman?
Nah.
Yeah, I'll be honest. It has happened to me once, and I got up and left. Oh yeah, I left. I was like, hey, I was like, I'll be right back. I got up and I bounced. Because the thing is, I gave her a warning, like, hey, we hanging out, phones down. And so she kind of looked at me like, oh, you don't tell me what to do. I was like, okay, I ain't got to tell you what to do. But I tell you what, you thinking I'm going out to my car to get my wallet. I was like, oh, I'll be right back. Thinking I went to get my wallet or to the car or something. Mm-hmm. And then she started calling me. And of course, I blocked her ass. So that was the end of that. Because what you not going to do is be on the phone while we on date. I'm not going to do that either.
Yeah, that's just disrespectful. When did this happen?
Oh, this was years and years ago. This was back in my Atlanta days.
Oh, this was in the ATL. Okay.
I mean, where else?
Ooh, what?
I'm like, where else would that kind of foolishness be?
I'll tell you this. There was a story very similar. This was in college, and there was a girl. This is when dating apps first was a brand new thing. And I saw this girl, all she would take was selfies, right? This is before people knew that people, bigger people, whatever. And her face was gorgeous. So I'm thinking like, oh, she's about to be bad. So I'm like, hey, let's meet up at Buffalo Wild Wings, right? So we go over there. She's like, I'm like, hey, where you at? She's like, hey, I'm right here. I'm like, nah, I don't see you. And she's like, no, I'm waving at you. I'm like, oh, word, okay. And I ended up dipping and I went to the bathroom and left. So something similar, but we never even interact because it was catfish. I got catfish.
Yeah, that's a whole nother show. I can go into catfish. But up next, this is where simping goes wrong. And the funny part is, this is your favorite show, Pop the Balloon. So
I can't stand that show. Go ahead.
Let's go ahead and get into this segment of while we got Big Baller Shot Caller. About to pick his mate. Let's see how this turns out for him.
On a private jet before?
No, not yet.
Not yet? I want to find out.
No.
Terrible.
Oh, hell no. Yeah. You ever been on a private jet before?
Dude, come on, man. That's leading with he's leading with your wallet. That is the definition of leading with your wallet right there.
And you look at the young lady that put him down. I don't want to get copyright struck, so I'm not gonna play that whole song real quick. Yeah, so I gotta be careful with the music. So yeah, she clowned him. Yeah. So yeah. So just as a lesson, just because you can, and who say he even got a private jet? He just said, do you want to fly on one? That don't mean he got one. He might be flexing the cap, and who knows?
You can tell. I mean, look at his behavior. Look what the person he asked. If you know women, like if you're really a player type guy, you wouldn't be asking that directly.
Yeah. So let's go on to the next bill. So this young lady actually got asked out by a pastor. So
here
we go. I was about to say, because I know this will probably trigger you.
Oh man, I can already tell. Go ahead, bro.
Exactly. My pastor, he messaged me saying, hey, your dress looked really nice last Sunday. Let's go out to eat, right? And I'm here now, and now he's saying that we're not on a date.
So what's happening? If you're not on a date, what's happening?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, Pastor Thomas. If we're not on a date, what's happening?
Yeah, exactly.
What's happening?
What's happening?
It's an intervention.
Okay.
To turn her towards Christ our Lord.
Okay.
Because she needs turning.
Would you say this?
So look at this dress. So the pastor asked her to go out to meet him for dinner. Not necessarily asked her to meet him for dinner. So what I'm gathering is perhaps he asked her out in private to probably say, "Hey, don't wear that up in church." That's what I'm thinking, because it doesn't sound like it's quite a date. What do you think?
I was literally thinking that. I was like, maybe the pastor was just trying to teach her a lesson, right? But usually in these scenarios, the pastor's beating them cheeks up. Typically. And that's what it is. So I'm guessing this particular pastor trying to teach her a lesson. You know, a lot of these girls see their pastors as their husbands and daddy versus their pastor. So
yeah, I can't disagree there. So now we're about to make a little trip over to.
You see the comment? Y'all be giving these pastors too much credit. You seen it, one of the comments?
Nah, if you know enough, if you know a pastor or two in your life,
you personally know one, so you know.
I know several. There's not one. I know several.
Right.
So, yeah, but we're not going to even go there. We'll save that for Sunday's best. In this video,
go ahead, my bad.
In this video, we are going to talk about the friend zone. Once a woman friend zone you, what happens? I'm gonna let this lady speak.
A woman friends on you, there is no going back. It's nothing you can do to change my mind. I don't care if you wine and dine me, if you take me to Italy, you're not getting this, because whatever you did from the start to get you in a friend zone, you can't get out. Once a woman friends on you, there is no going back. It's nothing you can do to change my mind.
Yeah, I be telling dudes, like, once you are in that friend zone, it's like the Bermuda Triangle.
You're done.
You ain't never coming out. And of course, there's going to be a couple people probably in the comments telling me, yeah, well, I was friends with this. Well, you want to be friends person? No, you got the pat on the head and you were the last option. So then after she went through her other options, then she gave you a shot. But she don't really like you like that and probably cheating on you.
I hate that. I hate when I hear dudes say, well, you have to build a friendship first in order to make. Oh, man. I can't stand. As a matter of fact, I'm going to add that to my little.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to build a friendship first. You didn't know that?
Oh, that's.
You got to stop being, you got to stop being so brutish. Build that friendship first. Speaking of friendship first, this guy, he met a young lady and she has the 90-day rule. And so I'm gonna let this brother explain what he did, which would probably be the exact same thing I do if somebody ever came to me with this, of how he handled the 90-day rule.
One girl that was crazy in her mind. She like, okay, well, we've been talking for a few months and, I think you deserve it now because you waited long enough. Baby, you waited. I was hitting hoes. You got to realize like this. I had one girl that was crazy in her mind. She like, okay, well, we've been talking for a few months and, I think you deserve it now because you waited long enough.
Yeah, so in her head, she's like, oh, I'm going to make him wait 90 days. I'm like, okay, I'll wait. No problem. I will sit there. I will wait 90 months, because the point is you waiting and you saving up. I'm not doing that. So we can take as long as you need. No problem.
First of all, 85% of these chicks are not virgins. So this waiting game is so stupid. It's so stupid. I absolutely think it's stupid. In their nature, they just can't. I can go all day with this, but they just can't, bro. It's BS.
Oh, I totally agree. I totally agree.
They're making rules. They're making rules for guys who aren't qualified.
They don't really like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, but like I said, if you want to wait, cool. But you know what? Let's play a game. Since you want to wait 90 days, let me wait 90 days to spend any money. Let's both wait 90 days and see.
Let's play the waiting game, huh?
For you. Yeah. See if that works. Anyway, let's shift gears. We are getting into the desert, also known as Dust Central.
Woo!
Got a couple videos for you. Now, this brother, he he's trying to looks max and trying to get his life together. So I'm not, sometimes they need to do looks maximum exactly. Some brothers got to do what they got to do in order to, improve their looks. And this brother right here is about to do the same. I'm gonna let this play for a couple minutes. So, first of all, why are your lips so black? Well, I know the answer to that, but your lips are jet black. First and foremost.
Jet black.
Look at that. Yo, look, these lips are jet black. That is not genetic, first and foremost. And secondly, I'm not sitting in no chair puckering up. I mean, I'm sorry. You just sitting there looking puckered. That's just
that shit you just don't put out there, bro. There's certain shit you just don't put on the internet.
First of all, you don't even do it. And number two, so this brother he out here bad, man. He out here real bad. And I don't understand why you would get the surgery. I mean, yeah. Why would you even let it get to this point?
That Black and Miles was doing them some justice.
Black and Miles. Black and Miles got a tip. He was smoking stuff without tips on it. We'll just leave it like that. And it ain't cigarettes.
Backwood. Good old Backwoods. I got a video coming out about that. Stay tuned.
All right, so let's go back to your favorite show, Pop the Balloon. But we're going to do a different segment because we got little dust coming over here.
Hers.
The tattoos.
Yeah.
I like
Piercings.
tattoos. I got some too, but you got some in some areas that I'm not sure my mom would kind of approve. She kind of be like,
And I actually have like other things too.
other things like what?
What the fuck?
End up popping her.
Yo, what in the world?
Are you bringing her home to mama?
What? She not coming home to me.
The bad part is she's not a bad looking woman at
She's
all.
not bad looking. It's just all that stuff is crazy.
Yeah. Look at her. Like she's not bad looking at all.
She just the tattoos is way too much, and the tongue. That could be
The split tongue. I don't know. That might be. Some people actually have that, but the piercings and the amount of tats, like sheesh.
But she fits with them gothic, rock and roll type brothers. I don't know. Thundercat. I don't know.
I don't know. That's yeah. And
that caught me by surprise. I did not anticipate that.
You wasn't ready for that one.
Oh, not at all.
All right. So, somebody that I'm really starting to like, believe it or not, is Kendra G, because Kendra G is pretty freaking hilarious because she has these men and women come on her show. Some dusty, some not. But this particular young lady, let's listen to, she's the prize here now. You see what she's working with. Let's see what her requirements are.
What you do for a living, boo?
I work.
What do you do?
I work for a nail salon.
Okay, you work for a nail salon. You have any kids?
No.
No kids. Do you believe in zodiac signs?
No.
Okay. So we got London, North Carolina, 24. She works.
24.
No kids. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Tall man, dreadheaded.
Tall man and dreadheaded. Okay. Anything else?
No. You gotta be tall.
Should he look a certain way? Well, you said tall and dreadhead, correct?
Yes.
So if he didn't have dreads, you wouldn't want them? You wouldn't want him?
No.
How tall does he have to be?
6 foot.
Have you ever dated a man that was tall with dreads?
No.
and you will only date that man that's tall with dreads?
Yes.
Hypothetical question. Let's say a man that's tall with dreads doesn't want to date you back. You're okay with never dating another man?
Yeah. I'm okay with it.
Oh, okay. So be tall, at least how much?
6 foot.
6 foot, and have dreads. Those that's non-negotiable.
Yes.
And if you are not tall, and if no man comes forward that is over 6 foot and has dreads and wants to date her back, she is okay with never dating again.
Yes.
Why?
Because that's how I am.
So you will go your whole life never having a relationship with another man, all because he's not over 6 feet and has dreads?
Yes.
Should he make a certain amount of money?
Yes.
How much?
$1 million.
So I heard you correctly. He has to be over 6 feet, have dreads, and make $1 million.
Yes.
And that's the only man.
I'm all about that money.
Dude,
Yo,
I can hold my tongue, bro. This is a joke.
you cannot make this up. You can't make this up. Can't make it up. Now, this came out of our own mouth, so people will say, oh, you guys are always saying this, that, and the other. This came out of her mouth, and the woman is the one that's interviewing. And unfortunately, this is the mentality of a whole lot.
Dude, she's not even a number. She's like negative. I even think she's on the scale. That's how bad she is. I don't even know what that is.
Well, you know, for those of you that say I only talk about women, the pendulum does swing both ways.
That's these female
coming up. We got a brother who equally has his standards that he will not compromise on.
No way I could date a 5. I'm just saying.
So what can you date, Pastor?
Yeah. Listen, I know the comments gonna kill me for this. But I gotta have an 8 or above.
Oh,
I'm a high value.
So what do you think you are, Pastor?
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. And I had my looks assessed. I went to a consultant, well known before he passed. I went to him and I said, just tell me, sir, what is it? And he told me, he said, I'm gonna be honest, you probably one of the better looking men that I've seen before.
Okay.
And that's in all honesty. I'm probably about, I was give myself a low 12.
Why are you lying on this man? How you gonna lie on Kevin? That is just
that. First of all, what? This is
all right, y'all. First of all, what is this? First, let's just go there. What is this? Can somebody tell me? Is this real hair? Is this like a wig pushed back? Is this a hairline? Like, what is this?
He need to go bald. 2,
this is he's a pastor.
You
heard what the lady said?
Oh,
hey, pastor.
Man.
He's a pastor.
Giving him a nickname.
He's a pastor. He's high value, and he's at least a 12.
Look, Derek, I'm gonna say this, and I hope you don't. I know this is why folks can't take church serious, man, because of stuff like that.
Yeah, if your pastor looks like this, turn around and walk back out the door.
Oh,
you
Lord,
are in the wrong.
They're
place.
still gonna go because they're getting that feeling.
I'm just saying. I'm just. What do I know? But you know, the way you present yourself is a reflection. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
So whether it's in church or if your boss at work look like that, you need to find a new job. That's all I'm saying. So up next, we have a beautiful couple that are sharing their FaceTime conversation with us.
For me.
Well, can't play it because I don't want to get the copyright strike, but question for the ladies. Can you fall in love with somebody who is locked up?
And most of them will say yes in secret.
So they'll say no, but they'll do different. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
This turns them on.
I mean, look at how happy she is. Like, look at her face. Like she is like
elated. She's smiling. That's my man. I'm gonna be Lord of this guy.
Yeah, baby boy. Wait till you get out of jail. Jody gonna have to leave when he get out of jail.
Oh man. It's a wrap.
All right. We got one more delusional brother because, you know, like I said, I try to keep things even because the delusion goes on both sides of the table. It ain't just women. It ain't just men. It's both. BOAF. Both. And then we back to Kendra again, but I had to do two for this one.
Sorry, what's your name?
My name is Carman.
Carman?
Carman, no, Quentin.
Quentin?
Yeah, Quentin, yes.
Carmen or Quentin? Which one is it?
Quentin, how old are you?
50.
50. Where are you calling me from, Quentin?
Yeah, I'm in Atlanta, Beverlyville.
ATL.
Yeah, of course.
Do you have any kids?
Yes.
How many kids?
About 15.
Damn, 15.
Yeah.
You have 15 kids?
Yes,
Bring the camera down a little bit so I can see your full face. By how many women?
11.
Damn.
11 women. So you have 15 kids by 11 women.
Yes.
Have you ever been married, Quentin?
Yes.
How many times?
One.
One. So 11 women and you only married one.
Yes.
So Quentin, 11 women brought your child or children into this world. You couldn't settle down with any of those 11 women?
I'm at a new place in life now, ma'am. I don't want to explain myself about my past life. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a new life right now.
He's in a new place in life.
Where the place in life you at right now?
I mean, I'm a changed man. I mean, and I want to go back. I was a gigolo, pimp player, and all that right there. Then, I mean, I done changed, so I'm not trying to talk about the past. You know everybody got a past life.
Oh, you was once a gigolo.
I mean, everybody got a past life, baby. You feel me?
What kind of woman are you looking for, Quentin?
I'm just looking for somebody who down to earth, you know, that listen, that we're gonna build something together. Communication.
What the hell you building? You building
communication skills no more.
Everybody what?
Don't have communication skills.
Okay, Quentin, now I'm gonna have you respond to this because you are a dad to 15. Are you involved in their lives?
Yes, I am.
So
I got most of my kids on what I'm on.
Say what?
One of my sons got a car lot.
One of your sons has a car lot.
All my kids doing well. I got them on what I'm on.
You have all your kids on what you're on.
Yeah, business, you know.
He's standing on business, y'all.
Have your own business, you know. One of my sons sell cars just like I do. Buy and sell cars.
Car salesman.
One of my daughters is a dentist.
Dentist.
You know, so I took care, and the rest of them mechanics. I took care of my kids.
Okay, I can't do no more. Enough.
I just couldn't, dog.
So this man got 15 kids by 11 women, 50 years old, and now wants to find someone to settle down with because he was a gigolo in his past life, but you supposed to forget all that.
He didn't hang the cleats up already.
So again, people, it's not only the women that's delusional, there are men that are just as delusional. With you come up here and just have a past that everybody's supposed to ignore, and then you have all these demands. At that point, you better be lucky anybody like you.
Well, he said communication skills. You got to learn to communicate first, brother. He could even pronounce that correct.
Lord. Yeah, that was just a mess. All right, we about to shift gold. We about to shift gears and get to the caverns of gold and see what a couple people got to say.
Oh, I saw this one.
Oh, another one, music. When he asked us how much we need for a monthly allowance, 5,000? Nah. 10,000? Nah. 15? Nah. 20? Nah. I mean, look, Zaddy over there having the time of his life.
Hey, I don't blame him.
I mean, at this point, you know, hey, he's probably loaded, divorced, kids probably their age. He's like, well, I'm about, got 1 foot in the casket, so I got to spend all this money somewhere.
He might have, I mean, shoot, I'm not mad at the brother.
I mean, yeah, see, he's just so y'all know, he's the dude with the boat.
Yep.
Like when you see all these Instagram models posing on boats, he's the one that owns it. Not the other guys that's on it. He owns the boat. So, man, I thought that was funny. She was like, 15,000 ain't enough.
God dang, these chicks, man. Yeah,
good looking lady.
He might be getting. I'm pretty sure he getting some. I mean, if he,
I mean, yeah, if he popping them blues and the honey packs. Just saying. In them honey packs. So let's hear what this young lady says about what type of dates she demand that she goes on.
And I don't do coffee dates. I don't do walking dates. I don't do last minute dates. I do you. You do me. What are we waiting for? And
so she don't do coffee dates, last minute dates, and walking dates.
Okay. Interesting. I mean, she said something, I do you, you do me. So
yeah, so is that a pay for play? I mean, I'm confused. Yeah, I'm just like, is that a date or is it a pay is that prostitution? I'm not sure, but
I was literally thinking that, like, you just want to just get it in, bro? Is that what you want, or what is this?
Yeah, I mean, and there's plenty of guys like, well, shoot, let's cut to the chase instead of me paying $200 dinner. Let me go ahead and give you this $200 and slide on over. I mean, but
yeah, that's a different comment. I ain't gonna say too much. Yeah.
All right, so this lady was invited out, but then the guy doesn't want to pay the tab. Let's figure out why.
I'm on a date, right? And I ordered 6 different meals, and this man do not want to pay for my food. I don't know why.
Tell me more. Why does he want you to pay for the bill?
And I really didn't have the appetite for anything. He forced me to come to the restaurant. So now I'm here. I ordered 6 different dishes.
Come again, please tell us what you ordered while on this date.
And I got jerk chicken, this one meal. I started eating the roster pasta.
This is ridiculous. Who orders 6 different things from the menu?
And I got me some oxtail too, but I also want me a fried snapper. And this like the pineapple bowl.
Excuse me, ma'am, if you want him to pay for 6 different dishes, how about you eat all 6 of them right in front of him so he can prove that you're not trying to feed your whole family?
And that's his drink. That's my drink. I ain't really like that drink. And he got the 2 liquors. But yeah.
Ma'am, you're not going on a date. Sound like you're trying to grocery shop.
What in the entire hell? But you know what? the funny part is not to that extreme, but I have been out I went out with someone years ago that actually tried to pull that nonsense. Well, not 6, but tried to order like 2 meals. I'm like, you gonna eat all that? Like, you're not even big enough to eat all that. And once again, I excused myself. Hey, I'm going to the bathroom, and I left because I already knew. I'm like, we're not gonna play these kind of games. Like, if I ask you, I have no problem paying, but what I'm not gonna do is stock your cabinet and have you eating for the next day. And and it wasn't a first date. It's like I had, thought I knew this person for a little bit, but you never know how these people turn out wacky.
Oh yeah, the switch up. Let's call it the switch up. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
They want to. Sometimes chicks want to just test your pockets. That's their way of testing your pockets.
I guess you're gonna test my gangster when I walk up out of here.
I'm gonna get up out of that shit. Get the fuck out of here. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. Woo.
So this lady right here, let's find out why she would rather put a rake inside of herself than do this.
I mean, my biggest fan of is a man who wants to split bills of any nature. My just gets really so dry that I develop thrush. Like, I feel itchy and I just want to put a rake inside myself and just get all the flakes of itchiness out, because how could you be so ungentleman? You want to me, but you don't even want to make me feel good. Gross. Ugh, boo. Ick. You've deducted yourself 50 points on site. No license. Taken away. Gone. Bye. Nothing to say to you anymore. I mean,
Yeah. So basically, if man wants to split anything, she's like,
what in the world? And that's really a lot of women right now, man.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
This
is playbook. I mean,
and she's saying that's gentlemanly to split, to pay for everything, I guess. And I mean, it's one thing to be a provider, but at this point, I hate to say it, but it seems like being a provider is a sucker's game.
Yeah, it's not worth it anymore, because what are you getting out of it?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but that's just a mess. So the next person, this man, I will say he is standing on business. Let's see what he's talking about.
Oh, I love this
grown man right here.
I love this.
That's all I need to know. Thank you.
No, shut. Please, let me talk.
You have a good night.
No, but we can be friends. You don't want to be my friend.
That, my brothers, is the exact response you should always have when a woman suggests being friends that you're interested in.
Oh, I'm out. That experience right there is what got me to become who I am. That experience right there, wasting time, and then all you get is, hey, I just see you as a friend, and we have a special bond. I was like, that's it. There's no going back. Absolutely not.
Yeah, that's a mess. There's no way. Like I said, if a woman you're interested, again, if you're interested in her, it's fine having female friends that y'all just cool. But if you're interested and she plays you like that, oh, we want to be friends. Nah. What that means is she gets the benefit of your affection and your attention, and you get no benefits other than
no benefit. No, I'm out.
There you go.
I am out. Out.
Speaking of dates, let's listen to this young lady's first date icks.
On my Uber, and I was like, this is a perfect time to do a little first date icks, because I have a lot. You're lucky enough to even land a date with me. And
sorry, I have to stop it right there. If you're lucky enough to, so I'm lucky to pay for stuff. Yeah, okay. Like saying I'm lucky to be able to buy a Mercedes. Like, no, that's not luck. But anyway, let me go ahead.
You show up empty-handed. Not a flower, not a chocolate, not a teddy, not a nothing. You're never going to see me again. Before we even get to dinner table, we've had a conversation. My love language is gifts. So you showing up empty-handed, just you, nothing to wow me, nothing to make an impression. You're never gonna see me again. Ordering a girly drink. There should be no reason that we're both ordering an espresso martini. Get a gin and tonic, a Manhattan, a glass of wine even. Oh no, you want a lemon drop. Okay. If you
Now, honestly, I agree with her on that one. I'm not going to hold you on that one. I ain't mad at that one.
get your drink and you ask for a straw, now I have to watch you drink this girly drink. You're pursing your lips every time.
Oh,
And
that I agree with.
Oh, and you're fiddling for it?
I can't hold you. I ain't mad
No,
at
I
her.
agree with that one.
Excuse myself, go to the restroom and never come back. If you're a picky eater, I don't have time for a motherfucker that only eats chicken tenders. We're at a steakhouse, babe. Like, grow up.
I mean, what? 3 out of 4, I agree with. Now, what I'm not gonna do, I am the gift. That's why my presence is your gift for me showing up, especially if I'm paying. So you ain't getting no flowers and candy because the dude that she like don't have to do all that anyway.
No.
Last but not least, if we're in a crowded area and you're leading the way and you don't like reach back to grab my hand, someone could snatch me up. And how would you know? You wouldn't, because you never reached back to grab my hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, 4 out of 5. I actually agree with pretty much everything she said because
Yeah, protection, bro. I mean, why would you not grab your date's hand?
yeah, you want to make sure she's under your covering while you're out with her. So, when she's not around, that's different. I mean, when you're not around, that's different. But when y'all together, she's your responsibility. So
Absolutely.
I can't disagree with too much.
We'll talk about it off camera. I have something to say about that. I can go all day with that. Yeah, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Next category, let's go to the Thoughtorama. Got a couple videos here that might trigger you a little bit. Maybe not sure.
You know me with the triggers.
Hey, to my question.
I didn't think that I had to.
So you don't think you should have ran out across him?
No, like I thought you wasn't concerned about my past.
That's different. That's my whole cousin.
Okay, he was just another dude. Y'all just happen to be cousins. Like I was supposed to have known.
So you done dated
I
my cousin.
really don't, and I don't think that you should either. Like, why is that up for discussion?
I mean, because I'm here, I got to walk around with you, knowing that in the back of my mind that you done dated this man.
Okay, where did you get that from?
He done told me.
Okay, and I'm pretty sure he told you some good things.
Yeah, he told me some good things.
Okay, so is there a reason why you feel like you need to confront me about this when it shouldn't matter?
I feel like you should have told me this already.
Okay, well, I'm telling you now that yes, I dated your cousin, but that was like 4 years ago, which still shouldn't even matter, to be honest.
I feel like it mattered.
Okay, so what are you gonna do about it?
I gotta take some time to myself because you done lied to me.
I lied to you. I just never told you about it.
That's still a lie.
Okay.
So you just gonna tell me?
I gotta say something about this one.
Yo, go ahead. Go ahead.
So, I'm gonna say on both sides. First of all, I'm actually more on her side for this one. I'm gonna
Okay.
tell you why. Because the fact that he's recording her, is this a skit or is this a real thing?
I mean, I think it's real, especially how indignant she was with her answer,
Right.
and how kind of her like it doesn't seem rehearsed.
Yeah. So if I were the guy, first of all, I wouldn't even record this. I would have just been like, "Oh, this is what it is. All right, I'm out." I wouldn't have a conversation. The moment I find out the chick that I'm dating did something with a family member, even in the recent years, and she didn't notify or tell me, and she knew because they do the research, I'm out. There's no conversation. So now for her, she's just a straight up thought. She's a straight up thought. So I would say on both sides, they're both on the wrong. But I'm a men's guy, so I'm gonna hold a guy accountable for even just trying to have a conversation.
You missed the key point. When the video first started. She said, but you said the past didn't matter because some of these dudes be like, oh yeah, what you did in the past don't matter.
Oh yeah, yep. Mm-hmm.
So I hold him mostly accountable. I hold her
That's what I'm saying.
accountable. So,
Exactly.
But I hold him mostly accountable for that one.
Absolutely. That's exactly what I'm saying. Because as a guy, that when a chick is out there a lot, they can't they're building a pair bond is damn near impossible. It's not. This is who she is, bro.
Yep, and she just sipping her wine, and my number's like, "What you gonna do about it?" And the attitude about it, I'm just like, "Oh, okay,
She's
yeah."
chilling. He's in
She
his
don't
feelings.
care.
That's why
At the end of the day, she don't care.
She don't, and I don't like
don't
the
care.
fact that the guy is in his feelings because I don't like that. He just seems very like, "But why did you sleep with them? I'm just trying to figure out my life." Pat in the back. That's what dudes want to pat in the head, but
So now check this poster out here. So after 16 years of marriage without children, my wife confessed today that she actually lost her womb doing an abortion before I met her. I'm 56 years old now.
well, he
got married at 40. So he probably knew her in his 30s.
First of all, dudes, I don't know, when they're in these, a lot of dudes, I mean, he's, especially for his age, bro, he was in the 80s doing, I mean, bro, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I mean, I'm thinking that he probably thought he did the right thing. He's like, well, they just she couldn't have kids, but she left a vital part out. She couldn't have kids because part of her womb was taken out. Because if in that bracket, she'd probably been a Freaknik in Daytona Beach and everything else. So who knows how many times she was pregnant?
That's in Europe. Yeah, that's around your bracket.
That was in the past. So yes.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying. Now let's listen to this lady. She has to confess a little something to everybody. I don't know why she felt the need to say this. I guess she was trying to prove a point.
I've been all fours being hit from the back, but I have also been on all fours praying and being washed by the blood of Jesus. I have been all fours
This is a joke.
praying and being washed by the blood of
Yeah. So she's been on all fours both ways. But why are you on all fours praying? But yeah, never mind.
Sunday, I can't wait until you have a Sunday's best. I have a
Sunday's best is coming out this week, but it's actually an arrest video. All right, let's listen to my guy, the Black Guru, that people are now calling
Mr. Kevin
Samuels or whatever.
Yeah,
I mean, they have similar, things, but at the same time, he's a little different. But the people that call in are definitely the same one. So let's listen to what this call-in lady has to say.
Could have been married, but it was my choice that I didn't get married, and I'm very picky now.
Why did you choose not to get married when you could have been married?
I was with a woman for 15 years. Now I desire a husband. Last 5 years of my relationship, I was longing for a husband and a man, and that's what I've always wanted. But I stayed in that situation because sometimes you can have soul ties.
Do you think a man that did the same thing that you did would be able to get a wife?
Probably not. I mean, that's how it is.
That's a double standard, right? Why can't we have all these bodies on us if a man can have all these bodies? Because y'all not men. We're not the same. All can get away with screwing women for 15 years and still possibly find a husband.
I'm really not attracted to women. It is for me. I don't like to just put my story out there.
What do you mean you're really not attracted to you was with one 15 years?
But I wasn't with. See, that's what I'm saying. It's a long story.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'7",
About how much do you weigh?
118.
You're natural?
Yes.
Okay, then you should be able to attract a man, a husband.
I do. I turn them down all the time.
Okay, well then,
down all the time.
yeah. Well, why are you turning down so many if you want a husband right now?
Everyone ever want to have sex with me.
Okay,
I'm saving myself to marriage.
We understand that. We understand that, but you also got to understand you're 38.
I could have been married.
What in the entire hell? This lady is impossible. So first of all, she's like, all right, so I'm 38. So she's been with women since she was 23. I think that's my math. So, and that probably wasn't her first one. She probably somewhere in college started experimenting, and
Oh, you
then
know that it
was
goes.
with in a relationship with a woman until she's 38, and she's like, oh, let me go ahead and get a man now because I'm 38 and I think it's time. But wait, all the dudes want to have relations with me. So, and she's 5'7", 115, so she's probably one of these energy girls that we talk
Yep.
about. I have a feeling she's the energy chick.
You got to be energy chick.
Yeah, I mean, she's definitely energy vibes, and yeah, she's probably really attractive. But
She said soul ties and skinny.
yeah, energy and spirits and going to the forest swing and all that stuff. And spirit. All right, enough of this nonsense. Let me bring up some smart people because these folks got on my nerves.
This is my favorite part.
Let's give a shout out to the ladies because these ladies be on it, man. Because
I've been triggered throughout this whole thing, man.
Oh my God, let's listen to some women that have some sense, because one thing I will say, you can definitely learn from a wise woman because she knows what she's talking about a lot of times in these situations. So let's hear what she got to say.
And get married and become a father and go, oh shoot, okay, I didn't know it was gonna take all of this. Game time, let me try to figure this out. Let me try to see if I can do this and do that and get the card and do this and love her more and balance all this. Women, we meet you and we're like, our idea and our fairy tale is you are Prince Charming, honey. And then we try to get you to fit Prince Charming, and the more you don't fit it, the more y'all end up in my office going, but he doesn't do this. Well, has he ever did it? No, but I always just thought my husband would. Your husband or this man? So are you getting to know who you with? Or are you making this man fit this fairy tale ideology that doesn't even exist anyways? And so women come and lead with fit this, or you have no value. Men come in and go, all right, I'm here and I'm going to learn how to be the best I can for you. And then women do what? You're taking too long. You're not getting there because you haven't fit the box of the fairy tale. They almost always have an amazing husband, but because his amazingness doesn't fit her idea of amazing, guess what? He ain't shit to her. So because he don't fit your tone of red, you gonna tell me this man still ain't red? Men get married.
He's absolutely correct. I mean, that was I've seen a couple, and it's funny with her. I've seen a lot of her videos. She's the majority of some of the things she says is correct. Especially this is actually probably the most profound statement she said that I've seen of hers, honestly.
Yeah, I've never seen her before. I just kind of ran across her in my feed and I was like, yeah, I got to share this because it makes perfect sense. I mean, of course, this is not a blanket statement, but I do believe this is for a lot. Doesn't mean all, doesn't mean some. It means a lot.
A lot. So most women operate like that. I mean,
I won't say most. I'll say many or some because I don't know most. I'll just say a lot.
Just know I have some things to say. I know somebody very close to me that has those delusional.
Oh, I know several, but that doesn't, but there's a whole lot of people out here. So that's why I say I'll just say it's a lot. I'll leave it like that.
Lord Jesus.
All right. So next, going back to the Giving
I
podcast.
love her. I love her.
This lady she be dropping gems.
I should have men get married when women leave so easily.
This is what I think. Most women are so bought into the vision of marriage that they never really consider what it means to be a wife. So then when they get into marriage and now they are a wife, they hate the role because they don't know what it is. And most times, because in society, they make you feel like you need to get married and start a family, they choose the person that they like the most. Maybe even they love the most in that moment. But marriage is not something that should be based inside of, I like this person enough. They were persistent enough. They were romantic enough. Marriage, to make it in the long haul, has to be rooted in something real, like God, purpose, and alignment, similar core values. And so when you don't have that, a man really doesn't want to get married, but if he does get married and it's not rooted in the right things, she will leave. So a woman is leaving if she's doing wrong partner choice. And if the man is doing wrong partner choice. If we're doing wrong partner choice, then you shouldn't want to get married.
Right.
But you should absolutely want to get married if you are aligned with someone rooted in God, rooted in your purpose, and submitted to the mission of alignment for your life, in my personal opinion.
Dude, she's always dropping. She's like, she's teaching me stuff.
Yeah.
Like, this is stuff I know and I'm aware of, but she just kind of brings it out, you know?
Well, I always think of, you know, with relationships and dating and stuff is more of, you know, feelings can change. And so it's like, okay, yeah, I'll like you today, but I don't mean I'm gonna like you in a year. You know what I mean? So it's like, what else do you have other than you find and I just you make me feel good? You know what I mean?
But
needs to
you
be
know,
more to it than that.
and that relates to just our everyday lives, right? And as far as making content, as far as the stuff that we're passionate about. Every day I'm not gonna feel like getting up and going to the gym. Every day I'm not gonna feel like making content, but there's got to be a purpose behind that specific relationship. If there's a purpose that's like alignment, then the relationship is gonna flourish. But if there's no purpose, just about, well, he makes me feel good, he makes me squirt, he makes oops, my bad. He does this and he does that.
Copyright struck.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what she's referring to. A lot of these girls live in this.
Yeah.
You know, he's bubbly. He just makes me. I'm like, I don't know what that means, but this feeling, it's just.
I mean, dudes do the same thing. It's like, oh yeah, she makes me happy. And this is like, man, listen.
She cooked me a meal, bro. She made me a sandwich at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Look, Factor can cook you a meal. You come out cheap, but that is not a reason. That is that's a factor. Factor is a factor, but that is not a reason.
She cooked me a meal, bro, and she rubbed my feet.
She let me use her car.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, you know, we split the bills, or I moved into our place. She took me from anyway. Let me go to the next one. Let me get off. Let me stop.
All right.
Next person. Happy wife, happy life. Here is your favorite. But this is happy wife, happy life with a twist.
I always say I don't believe in the phrase a happy wife, happy life. I don't believe in that. I believe a healthy husband, a healthy home. And the reason why is because your husband is the head of the house. And so if his mental health is declining or it's not in a good space, the house is going to fall apart. So I always try to make sure my husband is healthy. He's eating right. He's in a good mind space. How can I be of assistance? How can I help you? You know, I prioritize him and make sure he's okay. And he's a giver. So he loves to give back always. I always say I don't believe in the phrase a happy wife, happy.
Now, y'all hear that? This is a person with, if someone, the question I hate, what do you have to bring to the table? If someone asks her that, that is a legitimate answer.
Make my husband happy. That is exact. Like, yeah, that she was on point.
Yeah. So I'm saying, like, another one that's just dropping gems. Like I said, a lot of these ladies, they be on it. I gotta give credit where credit is due.
I gotta find it.
Gotta find that needle in the haystack.
Woo! That's all like that, man. I
That
gotta be
diamond in the coal mine, but they exist.
He said the coal mine. You're hilarious. This dude said the coal mine.
Diamond in the coal mine. And then we got this lady is going to give her version of why, for the fellas, why women will not submit.
Women can't submit if there's no mission. That's why it's called submission. If you don't have a destination in mind, she's going to fill in the blanks for you, and she's just going to have to figure it out. So you can't get upset she's not submitting to you because you don't have a mission in place. The moment you have a mission, she is ready to multiply because she's ready to manage, because that's what she was put on this earth to do for you. But since you are not really putting her to work yet, she is then malfunctioning, which you're calling is malfunctioning, being disrespectful, not submitting, doing what she wants, mouthy, but she's not malfunctioning. You are just not using the equipment that you have at home correctly. A woman can't submit if there's.
Shout out.
She's right. She's right.
Man, she said a mouthful.
Yeah, she's right.
Yeah, and I mean, and like I said, that goes out to bros. You don't have no direction, you have no mission, you have no nothing. And so you wonder why you get non-cooperation from these women.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't have a game plan for your own life, you don't have a mission, you don't have a goal, you don't have a purpose, you're just living just to live and smoke your little weed and complain about women and
play video games, sit in the passenger seat,
games, and look at red pill videos.
Yeah, do all that. And the last segment we're gonna call troll games. So first, we're gonna talk to this brother. He's gonna explain why instead of the woman, instead of him spoiling the women, why he should be spoiled.
Been paying for women, taking them out for years now, and at this point, I need someone that's really going to like just take care of me. I want to be fine dine restaurant, 5-star. You know,
You said you're looking for a woman to take care of you?
correct.
Oh, we might as well end this date right now.
Oh, whoa.
Fuck that. Pay me. That's why I get 30%.
Why not? I can't do 2 months and you do a month straight of paying for
No,
everything.
babes, that ain't me. That ain't me. It's probably somebody out there that will do that.
You kind of falling into like the social media type girl, or
Okay, so my dad
okay.
and my brothers.
Give me some background.
I'm the only girl. I have 3 older brothers and I have my stepfather. Who,
So you got the game early.
I guess you could say that.
So for real, you a dude on the inside.
I mean,
you a chick on the inside, bro?
I've been told that a few times. Like, oh,
Okay, then I mean you should be okay with paying for stuff.
no.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he trolling or dead serious.
Looked like he was playing around, but
Yeah, that's why I put it in trolling, because I think he's just trolling to get a reaction. And because I'm like, yeah, I'm like, and the other thing is, who keeps score with that? Like, who's gonna like, oh, I paid for a month. Like, hey, it's February, it's your turn to pay. Like, who keeps score with that?
I know some dudes that do that.
Lord have mercy. I would never, man. But then again, what do I know? What do I know? What do I know? So let's listen to somebody that's learning real early in life how to lie, but not very well.
So you're 19.
Yes.
Are you at an elite university?
Yes.
Okay, what elite university are you at? What's it called?
UCLA.
So you're currently a full-time enrolled student at
Not
University of
elite.
California, Los Angeles.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So let's take that as true. What year are you in college right now?
What year did I start?
What is your current year? Are you a sophomore, junior, freshman?
I'm a sophomore.
You're a sophomore. Okay, great. Why would you think that you could come on A and debate and then B win? And I also think you're lying about being a full-time student at UCLA, but not enrolled in UCLA.
How much do you want to bet?
Okay, we can bet right now. I'm going to send an email to your UCLA email address, and it's about to either get undelivered or bounce back. We can test this out right now. Here, go ahead, pop in your UCLA email address. So her email address reads, you said .com? Okay, so now this is how we know she's lying. We're going to have to make
EDU, sweetheart.
UCLA email address. Everyone who's went to any university, you know that will end in .com for students. What do they end in? .edu. Bingo. So you're nice.
Idiot. These young chicks. It's funny, the young chicks, especially the real young chicks, like the fresh out of high school chicks, really think they can. And it's funny, this happened at Fat Tuesday. These really young chicks tried to finesse me, and I literally saw it happen before they even breathed. They really aren't as sneaky as older chicks. They just
Well, yeah, because older chicks have more experience in lying, so
Yeah.
of course they're not going to be
these
that good at it.
these girls. I mean,
But
God
what I
so
like,
awful.
what I like is he did it in a classy way and not try to, scream at her and put her out and all the other
Like
nonsense.
Myron.
Well, we ain't calling no names here,
Yeah.
but we
Oops, my
are
bad.
doing things that are classy and that are a teachable moment, but not, with class.
Right.
All right, now this one may be a trigger for you.
Oh man.
He's a cheater! 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 Look at this cheater. Turn around for your fans. He had a 2-year affair while I had his second baby. We intentionally had a second baby, and he was having an affair the whole time. Feel free.
What do you think?
Well, he's a bona fide. He's a simp. he's one of those. I can't even define dudes like that. I know a couple guys like that that are reckless, irresponsible, innocent.
So, but if you cheated, not saying that you would or wouldn't, are you doing that for sake of getting her back?
Heck no.
And I'm not doing it for two reasons. One is even if you get her back, it ain't gonna be the same. So you might as well just let it go because all she's gonna do is torment you the whole time. And two, I'm just not subjecting myself to that. You just got to take that L and move on.
Yeah, because she's gonna make your life a living hell, and I don't want to be in the middle of that. Absolutely not.
All right, let's see what this young lady has to say about men and our conversation skills.
Good conversations. I'm not trying to.
No, it's this is all fair. They don't ask follow-up questions.
Yeah, but they don't do that with each other. I feel like that's why men aren't good friends to each other, because they mostly talk and comment, but they don't prod and poke. And
my husband will be like, "Oh, they're moving to New Mexico." I'm like, "Why are they moving?" I don't know. I'm like,
I didn't like
a huge life change. Like, did you ask any follow-up?
Pisses me off. Like, literally, I was talking to somebody who was talking about like his friend's marriage just fell apart, and I was like, "Oh man, why was it like was it another woman? Was it?" He was like, "Oh, I didn't ask all that," but he was really sad. And I'm like, "What the fuck? You didn't ask anything. His marriage fell apart and you didn't ask any questions. That's crazy." And I can't imagine that. Like I would be at my friend's house, like, like that shoulder crying, like all those things.
I would have all the details.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you watch Love is Blind at all?
Girl, this is the last season I will ever watch again in my life. I'm sick.
That goes to show you, number one, she is completely clueless about men because actually we have better friendships than women in many cases. And number two, we don't need to gossip. We need facts. We don't need details. We operate on bottom line and facts, not a whole lot of chippy and conversation. We don't need it. Like we're getting divorced. Like it don't matter why.
That's
to be honest, if you want to tell me, you'll tell me.
I had a conversation with a lady and we were talking. She's like, "Yeah, y'all got friendship, man. All y'all are very straight to the point. Like it's no deep. It's like, what's the point of getting to the I don't want to know why I don't want to know none of that.
I don't care.
I don't have the bandwidth to care. You know what I mean? As long as my dude is breathing and he's safe, that's what matters. You know what I'm saying?
Now, we are about to witness one of the more entitled posts that I've seen in a while. This lady, she's the prize. So everyone, please bow down and kiss her feet.
But why do I feel like we are not making the men beg as much as we need to? I am the win here. Like, you need to be chasing me. I have been seeing women chase men. Why are we chasing men? We are the prize. They win when they get us. They need to be begging for us.
Okay, let me help. What the hell am I winning? A hair hat? Is that my prize? Like what's the win here? I mean, I understand. I'm fine with women saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna chase men." Okay, cool. But why am I chasing you? What's the prize? Why should I? Like, what's the point? I'm trying to understand.
I'm running from that. I ain't chasing that. I'm running.
Yeah, you chasing me for real because I'm running away.
I'm gonna be Tyreek Hill on her real quick.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna hit her with the Deion Sanders.
Yeah, right. The way Deion avoided Pilar, he was like,
Woo!
Dude, he ain't ran that fast because he returned a punt for the Falcons.
Hey, I love Deion Sanders, but the way he jetted out of that, I said, man, that was
smooth. That was smooth.
You was
All
the
right,
first person to show me that.
This is our last video for the night, so we're gonna end it on a light note. So we're gonna end it with a little call to the wild, but it ain't hootie hoo like Outkast, but pretty close.
Right.
I have a feeling that that young lady that called into Black Guru show, she was probably standing there.
Oh, easily.
The one that was in the relationship with the lady for 15 years,
Whole
she's
time.
probably standing. She probably does stuff like that.
Oh, easily. That's the
Oh, goodness.
spirit, the energy to the maximum.
So yeah, that is tonight's show. So any final thoughts on any of the segments that's going on? And everyone, if you have not already, make sure that you subscribe to Jay the Professor on YouTube and follow his Instagram and TikTok of the same name as Jay the Professor with 2 R's, please, for Instagram and
right.
TikTok.
That's right.
And any last closing words?
Well, this is the reality. Well, all I'm going to say is this is the reality of the world. And as men, we have to focus on being the best version of ourselves, and as women as well. And really just be on your purpose and your mission, really, honestly, on both sides.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Jay, for joining me tonight. Hold the line. Let me close my people out. And you have reached the end of episode 2 of Dating and Social Media Fails, for lack of a better word. And so I appreciate you all sticking around and watching. And remember, every Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, we will be doing this again, except for holidays, which upcoming is Christmas and New Year's. But every other Wednesday, we will be live. And then also make sure that you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, because I drop multiple videos every single week and you do not want to miss any of them, because I really got some really good ones coming up later on this week. So thanks again for watching, everyone, and I will see you in the next video.